Zimbabwe continues moving through a very important period as developments inside the ruling party continue attracting national attention. President Emerson Mnangagwa remains focused on leading the country, while Vice President Constantino Chiwenga continues to play a major role within government and national affairs. As these two influential leaders continue carrying out their responsibilities, attention is increasingly shifting toward the future direction of Zimbabwe and what lies ahead for the ruling party. The atmosphere inside Zimbabwe's political environment has become more interesting because discussions about leadership, succession, constitutional reforms, economic development, and national priorities are all happening at the same time. Every major political development is being watched carefully because many people understand that today's decisions could influence the country's future for many years. President Mnangagwa continues emphasizing development, economic growth, investment, infrastructure expansion, industrial growth, and national stability. His administration has repeatedly highlighted the importance of creating opportunities, improving business confidence, and attracting investment into the country. At the same time, Vice President Chiwenga remains one of the most respected and influential figures within Zimbabwe's political structure. His long history in national service, his leadership experience, and his role in major historical events continue to make him an important figure whenever discussions about the future emerge. As these developments continue, many citizens are paying attention because they want to understand where Zimbabwe is heading next. For ordinary people, however, the most important issues remain practical. People want jobs. People want opportunities. People want stronger businesses. People want investment. People want better roads. People want improved services. People want development. People want a future that creates hope for their families. These priorities remain at the center of daily life across the. That is why many Zimbabweans continue hoping that political leaders will focus on solutions that improve the economy and create opportunities for ordinary citizens. Meanwhile, discussions regarding future leadership arrangements continue attracting attention. This is not unusual. Every political party eventually reaches a point where questions about the future begin to emerge. People naturally want to know who will lead tomorrow. They want to know what policies will shape the future. They want to know how national priorities will evolve. And they want to know how leadership transitions may be managed. These questions have become increasingly important as Zimbabwe continues moving toward the future. At the same time, government institutions continue functioning normally. Development programs continue moving forward. Business activities continue taking place. Infrastructure projects continue advancing. Communities continue working toward growth and progress. This broader national development story often receives less attention than political discussions, but it remains one of the most important aspects of Zimbabwe's future. As political conversations continue, many observers believe the coming months could become significant. Important meetings will continue taking place. Policy discussions will continue. Development priorities will continue being reviewed, and national leaders will continue making decisions that influence the direction of the country. Because of this, every major political movement attracts attention. People want to understand the bigger picture. They want to know what developments mean. They want to understand how today's events may influence tomorrow's opportunities. That is why political news remains important. Politics affects development. Development affects investment. Investment affects opportunities. Opportunities affect families. And families ultimately form the foundation of every nation. As Zimbabwe continues its journey, there remains a strong hope among many citizens that the country can achieve greater growth and development. Zimbabwe possesses significant resources. Zimbabwe possesses talented people. Zimbabwe possesses entrepreneurial energy. Zimbabwe possesses opportunities for investment and expansion. Many citizens believe these strengths can help create a brighter future if they are supported by effective leadership and long-term planning. This optimism continues to drive national conversations. People are discussing business opportunities. People are discussing development. People are discussing infrastructure. People are discussing education. People are discussing economic growth. People are discussing innovation. And people are discussing how Zimbabwe can continue building a stronger future. These discussions are important because they focus on practical outcomes that affect everyday life. As attention remains fixed on political developments, many citizens continue hoping that leaders will work together where possible and focus on issues that benefit the nation. They want progress, they want stability, they want opportunity, they want development, and they want a future that allows young people to succeed. These goals unite many Zimbabweans regardless of political affiliation. As the political environment continues evolving, many questions remain unanswered. What decisions will be made in the months ahead? How will leadership discussions develop? What reforms will receive priority attention? How will economic opportunities be expanded? How will development plans continue moving forward? Only time will answer these questions. For now, what remains clear is that Zimbabwe continues moving through an important chapter. Government institutions continue operating, development projects continue advancing, businesses continue pursuing growth, communities continue building their futures, and citizens continue looking ahead with hope. The story is still unfolding, the political journey continues, the development journey continues, the economic journey continues, and many important chapters remain ahead. Every meeting, every announcement, every decision, every policy, every development, all of these pieces continue contributing to Zimbabwe's national story. This is why many people continue paying close attention to events as they unfold. The future remains important, the opportunities remain significant, and the journey continues. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, because today's Zimbabwe political update is one you do not want to miss.